All right, guys, I'm really excited to talk about our next topic right now. It is the PCCAPS program, which is the Park City Center for Advanced Professional Studies. And here to talk about that is Chris Humbert, as well as his student, Aden Lawson. How are you two doing today?
Good, how are you?
Great, thank you so much for coming in, and really appreciate it. So, Chris, tell me all about the PCCAPS program. What is the purpose of this program, and why is it so effective for students?
I'd say the purpose of the program is to give students real-world exposure. What differentiates it from other typical high school programs is that we work for real clients outside of the school. We work on real projects. Just like the real world, some of those projects get realized and actually get built, and other ones sit on a shelf.
But that's an important lesson to learn, right? I think that's something that you can only learn by actually getting out there and trying it, is to learn from failure, correct?
Yeah, and it's, failure, disappointment, some of the, the stumbling blocks along the way, dealing with clients that don't return your phone calls, maybe clients that change their minds. I mean, I can think of that this semester. One of our projects, they were frustrated because the clients keep adding on, or changing their minds, and that's how it works.
These are all important lessons we must learn before we enter the professional market. Otherwise, you'll spend the majority of your professional career banging your head against the wall trying to figure out how to mitigate these problems.
Yeah, my background before I got into teaching is architecture, and I remember in architecture school, the professors would make a real effort to kind of almost break you down and help you not be married to your design and totally, just start with one idea and continue to the completion. They had you have the process of disappointment and redesign and start over, and that happened for me in college and graduate school. These guys are having that happen in high school, which is great. I mean, Aden's partner and Aden, they worked on a project together, and then they chose one design to continue. And Aden's partner Dalton just was impressive because she didn't seem disappointed. She just continued working hand in hand. Aden continued with the drawings, and she started looking at materials and research and enjoyed that. And it was super impressive that she was able to just continue like that. I mean, that's a skill that, like you said, often you don't learn until
you're really either in the field or as you said, in a graduate program or in college, and you're either in an internship or something like that there. Aden, speak about it from a student perspective. How do you like being part of this PCCAPS program and being able to collaborate with fellow students?
I think for me, it's been one of the best things I've ever been able to, do in my life. It's really shown me how a professional field works. It's given me real world experience. It's been fun, and I mean, I have you to thank, but it's constant work, but
it's a good really time though. Like you said, you learn a ton of valuable lessons, and you're getting to explore some topics and projects that maybe you wouldn't get to explore until college. So that's really awesome. Tell me a little bit about some of the projects that you've worked on this semester or this year.
So my main focus this semester has been designing. It's accessory dwelling unit for a client in Park Meadows, and he's basically trying to rent this out on the cheap for a long-term rental. He wants this to be something that doesn't, he doesn't want to invest too much into it, but he wants to get a lot of return back. And so it's kind of been a challenge for us to design to, a small enough footprint, but also been able to make it a little bit cheap for him.
That seems like you guys are tasked with quite a bit of responsibility. I mean, these clients are putting the same amount of trust in you as they would in a design firm, it seems like, that would be doing the exact same project for them.
Yeah, that's exactly the point of it.
That's awesome.
On that particular project, they also looked at sustainability. They looked at kind of balancing the economics of upfront cost with long-term cost. The client is I'd say pretty heavily in environmentalism, and so wants it to be small footprint and not just affordable to run, but also the right thing for the planet. And so it's been a really interesting project for them.
That seems really interesting. What a cool project to work on. And earlier in the show I was talking about the STEM field and how fast and rapidly it's growing and its forecasted growth. And this PCCAPS program, you guys do a lot of focus on STEM education and STEM research. Is that correct?
What I think of as a STEM is really applied science, technology, engineering, math. So I teach the engineering strand, And so there's a lot, there's obviously engineering in that, but there's also math, there's some science. We use technology. We also have a digital media strand, which again is heavily into technology. And so I think PCCAPS just across the board is STEM education.
All the way across the board. Absolutely.
There's a business strand, and they use technology to do analyses. They use technology to do presentations. We have a computer science strand. We have a sports.
Really, so covering all bases. That's fantastic. And Aden, you're really getting the skills that you wouldn't really receive, as we were talking about, until college. Do you feel like you have like a leg up on other students that are heading to college?
I do, and I feel like it's also an advantage for college applications going through.
Absolutely.
It'll help me with that. And then once I'm in college, I feel like I'll be able to better handle, taking all the engineering classes
a big project, because this is something that absolutely would come across in college. You're going to be like, this is cake. I've done this twice, 3 times before for a real world client. This isn't going to be a hypothetical situation that you're in there. So is design something that you want to continue well into the future, or you want to explore some other facets as well?
I think going into the future, this whole program's helped me decide that I really do want to be an engineer. It's kind of driven me a little bit towards architectural engineering and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, he's big hooray for the teacher.
But it's been immensely helpful.
That's great. Where can people go to find out more information about PCCAPS, or maybe if there's a mentor in the community that's watching this that wants to get involved, how can they get involed with PCCAPS?
So one of the real strengths of the program is like you said, mentorship. I'm really fortunate to have 3-4 engineers, local engineers that come. I mean, almost every day we have a mentor in our classroom.
That's great.
So if anybody wants to mentor, best thing to do is to contact the high school.
Okay.
They can look on our website, and they'll have to navigate. I'm not sure what the web link is, but there is a PCCAPS section.
Okay.
Or just contact the high school and ask to be put in touch with somebody at PCCAPS.
Awesome.
Because we can always use more mentors. They really enjoy it. It's fun working with high school students.
And as you said, you mean different facets too. You could be in the business realm. You could be in so many different areas and provide your mentorship to these students. This is great. So and also I did want to say, be sure and check out the Park City High School website and the PCCAPS site on there, because you can kind of keep up with some of the projects that you guys are working on and stuff like that there. Correct?
Yeah, and we also through Twitter we put out just some of the stuff the students work on.
Cool.
Facebook, I think we also put stuff out.
PCCAPS. Awesome.
Yeah.
Be sure and follow them on all social media. You're going to want to keep up to date. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so
much. Love to learn more. Aden, good luck, man.
Thanks.
Seems like you're doing fantastic, and you got a bright future ahead of you, so keep up the good work. That is Chris Humbert and Aden Lawson with the PCCAPS program. That is the Park City Center for Advanced Professional Studies. Head to the Park City High School website to find out more information, and if you have some mentor or time availability, please do so, because it's definitely well needed here in the community. We'll be right back with much more right here on the Mountain Morning Show.